In a world where you may not be seen, you may feel misunderstood, and you might know the beginning from the end, or the end from the beginning. It's the same thing. If you're someone in life who sees the finish line and you just don't know how to get there, then you sound a lot like me. And the only thing any of us can do is take the next step. What that next step looks like isn't the thing we're trying to make sense of. It's not the hard thing to do. It's not the thing hiding over in the corner. It's typically the thing right in front of your face. Unfortunately, whilst we're here in human form, we forget the divine orchestration that's always taking place. And it can be really hard sometimes. It can be really difficult. It can be really challenging. It can be something that stagnates your entire reason for being. But within that stagnation, we find clarity. And that's the paradox of this realm. So when it comes to taking the next step, don't look too far forward. You definitely don't need to look behind you. You just got to look to the side half the time. It's right there. We're taught not to acknowledge that. We're taught not to acknowledge the easiness of what I'm saying. And I've been victim to this for a lot of my life. If you're someone who has the ability to tap into the unseen realms, if you're someone who has the ability to understand what isn't being said, if you're someone who sees future timelines, parallel realities, different dimensions of existence, understanding it's all happening at once, if this sounds like you and you're a little bit stuck and things are a little bit overwhelming and things are a bit full on, it's okay. All that's happened is you've forgotten who you are and you're slowly starting to remember. All the souls here, we're all essentially cut from the same cloth in the beginning, but a lot's taken place since then. And if you're somebody who is exploring this aspect of yourself, you'll realize that a lot of us here have different reasons for being here. And you're included with that, clearly. It's all about the next step. Sometimes the next step is to not take one. Sometimes the next step is watching a movie and stopping. Sometimes the next step is going full throttle on whatever it is you're after. Sometimes the next step is being brave enough to go after the thing or the person or the goal that you love and admire. Sometimes the next step is to face confrontation, is to face rejection, is to build resilience. Sometimes the next step is fluent and flowy and magical. But no matter what step we take, the next step is always the right step, even if at first it appears to be the wrong one. It's always the right one. And if you can trust in that, and you can really embody and take action from that place and that frequency, you're stepping one paver closer to who you are and who you've always been. But you have to take the next step, and you have to do your best not to feel as though it's the wrong one. If you can see the finish line, the very thing that stops you from taking that step that you can see is the fact that you can't see the step that gets you to the finish line. But little do we all know that the step you can see now will lead you to the next step, and the next one, and the next one, which leads you to the final step that gets you to the finish line, which is the thing you saw in the first place, which is the reason you took a step at all. Understanding this multi-dimensional, multifaceted truth is the very thing that will move you in life. It's the very way we care without caring. It's the very way we feel rather than think. It's the very way we act rather than stand still. But you come from your heart, not from your head. And the more we can learn to embody what I'm saying and just find a way to take your next step, all will make sense. All will make sense. The frequency of truth is the highest frequency here. Because the frequency of truth is the frequency of unconditional love. Unconditional love is a very tough frequency for humans to play with. I don't even know if we're actually capable of achieving that in human form. I know it's what we all try to achieve. But unconditional love is unconditional, no exceptions. And exceptions can be made to when you love someone or don't love someone. I've seen it time and time again. I've experienced it. So the frequency of truth can be attained though. Take your next step. Let the frequency of truth speak through you. That appears to come from you, but it's through you. Take your next step.